a therapy session, dealing with pain and obsession. Why do we lie? Why do we try to hide everything until the day we die? Welcome back to Therapy Session, today with Ginibini.
Yay, hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm very glad to be here.
I'm happy that we finally were able to find a day.
Yes.
And it was very short that I told you like to come in.
But actually that worked the best.
Perfect.
Yeah, because this week is not so crowded for me, so.
We got to know each other also through DNA.
Yes, yeah. I think we met a couple months ago, right? At Birgit. Was it the first
Yeah, I think
day?
so.
Yeah. Both of us, we had a performance.
Yeah.
And you have been singing and then giving all the QR codes.
Exactly,
I was pretty impressed by it. Good marketing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that was the first meeting. Yeah.
Exactly. I have 1,500 prints of the QR code, so I'm just putting it all over Berlin.
And my marketing skills are like 0.5. Hi, I have WhatsApp and Instagram. That's it.
But do you have the business WhatsApp or the normal one? What is
I
business?
said 0.5. It's just a normal one, okay?
You should change it into the business.
Yeah, I
you know
should
what the
do a
benefits
lot
are?
of things.
But this is the simplest one to do.
Okay,
You
you
know
can
what
show me afterwards.
Okay. You know what the benefits are?
No, let me know.
I will let you know. You have anything published?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the easiest way for you to do some marketing without doing marketing.
Oh, guys, therefore I'm here for the marketing.
Because like the WhatsApp business app is, you would have to delete the current WhatsApp that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would have a WhatsApp with a B in it.
Okay.
For business.
Yes.
And then you can upload your catalog and link it to the shop that you have where you sell the books. Or what?
Okay. No. It's not selling books right now. But online published texts, you can read it for free there.
Okay.
But it's still a good thing, I guess.
And you can still link it,
especially for future projects.
But you can still link it, that people just tap on the link and you can upload an image of whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you would have like a small shop. Can be also for free though. Wow. It's just linked.
Every time we saw each other, I'm always impressed by your marketing skills.
It's not that good like some from other people, but like I'm in it, so
okay.
I invest not as much time as I should.
Mm-hmm. But you have the knowledge.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, and you share your precious knowledge with me. That's great.
I love sharing because I think this is the key to success and to stay connected. And it's a part of the personality. I mean, if you're just like holding everything in, what is it good for? I
mean, it's about spreading love.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Like when you're giving something, you can receive.
Yeah.
It's not possible to receive anything, especially love and kindness, when you're not willing to spread love and kindness.
Yeah. And for me, there were a few things in my life that I wanted to be, but I'm happy that I didn't do it, because at some point I would have become horrible, in the sense of I would have made a lot of jokes at that position. Yeah. So one of them was teacher.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
But I think with the kids, I would be at some point, they wouldn't have any lectures. They would be live lectures, maybe.
Okay, but sometimes it's even better to have live lectures.
Definitely. Than what the system says.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's depending in which school you are or like your environment, but sometimes it's just boring.
Exactly, because I always said if I would become a teacher, I would just get into the class. I would be like, listen, this is the book that they want us to know things about, but just leave that at home.
Yeah.
So when you come to my class, we're going to do other things, which would have been nice. The other one was I wanted to be a therapist.
Oh, nice.
Because I love listening and helping and sharing knowledge again. that's why also a therapy session, the idea.
Yeah, great.
But I thought like at a therapy session, it would be probably all the same issues and problems. At some point, my other side that loves to joke a lot would come out, which would help people at that. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, with the great timing, that would be great.
Yeah.
Actually, I had lessons about humor in counseling.
Okay.
So it can be very effective, but it has to fit to the
moment,
to the moment, to the time, but also personality of
exactly
the other person.
Yeah, and I think I'm repeating myself, but I grew up mostly in the 90s, so
me too.
Yeah, great. So some of the things of my personality that I have is not fitting necessarily to the generation that is out right now.
Yeah.
And I'm touching them with very soft gloves at the beginning.
Okay. And then your hard side
and then the other side comes out. So I'm like, let's get into it gently and then, let's show them the facts.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So tell me, what do you do? Or tell us, what do you do? I know that you write.
Yeah. So as we said, we met through DNA. So I love to write. And I'm doing performances on different stages, for example, DNA stages, but also other festivals. And yeah, so when I'm writing, then I'm always connecting it with music. In the beginning, when I started to write, it was just for myself and not like in a in a letter way or something like that. It was more creating stories, and be more creative again. I grew up as a very creative person.
Nice.
Yeah, I really liked it, and my mom was the person who encouraged me.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, sometimes you have your work, your normal day life, and then you forget that you're a creative person and that you need the creativity.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, when I allowed myself to write, because it was always a big dream, but I self-limited myself. I never wrote during my childhood or my teenage years. I was a bookworm, always reading, always dreaming about writing, but never
doing it.
Yeah, never doing it. Yeah, exactly. And then when I started, it was for myself, creating stories and so on. And then sometimes timing is the best thing in life. Yeah. And it created a moment I had the possibility to publish something online.
Great.
And that was the start.
How did the opportunity came along?
It was because of university. Between my bachelor and my master, I took a break and I was working. And when I decided to do my master's again, I asked my professor, can I do this homework a little bit more in a creative way?
Okay.
And we had to write about a future perspective, how to use technology, and we have been able to do it in a creative way. So then I wrote about how university could look like in future. And I wrote about cabins. You're just sitting in your cabin and you're just doing everything with microchip in your eye, and
like an AI thing.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, and it was many years ago, so it was the beginning
before
of the
that.
Before ChatGPT.
Okay.
So back then it was something new. Maybe it wouldn't be refreshing
right now.
Right now. But back then it was the start. And that was actually the beginning. Then with this published text, I applied for a festival, got accepted, performed.
Wow.
The first time was pretty nice.
Okay.
And then I went to UK, and when I came back, I met Daniela from the DNA. And
wow, okay.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, hello, I'm here. I want to continue in writing. And she was happy because Daniela is also writing.
How did you meet her? Or where did you meet her?
Do you know the Theater im verlängerten Wohnzimmer?
No, I've heard of it, but...
Yeah, so it's in Frankfurter Allee. It was
Okay.
back then when we didn't have an own...
Oh, the other place.
Yes.
Interesting. Like, I've heard the name.
Yeah.
I've been at the place, but I never connected.
No, you can connect.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I saw an Instagram post, I guess, and then I went there. It was on Mondays. It was always open for everyone who is interested in writing.
So was it then already with DNA, or was
it was DNA,
okay.
But DNA had like a time slot
okay.
in this place.
Okay.
Well, many time slots. It grew bigger and bigger, but it wasn't the own place. So Daniela was sitting there and was like, "Hi, I'm Jeannie, and what's going on here?" And yeah, then we met each other. And then I started to perform at DNA, also other stages, because then I went to Copenhagen for half a year, and I always hopped back and forth, but that was the best thing for me.
You sound like a very, what is it called again? Like a businesswoman who's traveling a lot.
Cancel the business. Nowadays, I have to do a lot of traveling for business occasions, but back then it was because of university.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still, write it big. Say yes, of course.
Okay. Yes, of course. Wait a couple of days, then I have business WhatsApp.
Exactly. So I saw you perform. I think it was during summer, right?
Yeah, I had a couple of performances during the summer, but you mean when we met?
Yeah.
Yeah, at Birgit. Yeah.
Yeah. I loved the performance because you had some music in the background.
Yes. Yeah.
And it was refreshing to have it like that, because the other was just like, it's no offense to anyone, but it was just different for me to observe it like this, and I liked it very much. And then we got to know each other and started talking. And it was also a refreshing moment to get to know you personally, because you're just an open person who likes to laugh a lot. You're positive.
Oh, but you as well. So
thank you. But right now it's about you, though.
Okay. No compliments for you, though.
So I enjoyed that a lot. And
thank you.
I was missing you at the other events that we did. It was because of university and your job.
Yes, yeah. So just
attend.
A packed calendar, I would say. And then I try to be present, but I have a lot of things on my schedule. So sometimes I have to set priorities as everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought, okay, I saw her now once. And she's gone.
Where is she? But also, I performed a lot of times at Artliners.
Yeah, and I wasn't there.
Exactly. So maybe
I was working.
Oh, okay. Why you want money?
I don't know. Somehow I have to, like, the landlord is asking for
these landlords. Yeah, I also have the problem.
Yeah, it's the same thing, right? I'm telling them I'm an artist, and like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah, I missed a lot of Outliners because it was more about poetry, which I love though,
and acoustic music.
Exactly. Yeah. I wasn't able to attend one of the occasions because it was mostly on the weekends.
No, it was always on Tuesdays.
I don't know what happened then.
I don't know about your problems.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to look in my schedule.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's, I mean, I think that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
No, but you mentioned the music, and actually that's the one thing I really I'm really thankful that you're saying this was something new.
Yeah.
Because it's so special to me to show the music. Most of the times, the music I'm playing in the background is the music I'm listening to when I'm writing. And I try to explain it, but when I'm listening to the music, sometimes it's from musicians I already know, and then I have a cooperation with them, or it's just a song or lyrics I got inspired by. And it has such a big impact on my creation process. Okay. It's like I'm feeling that I'm becoming the music, and then I'm seeing like a film in front of my eyes, and then I write, because most of the times when I'm writing, I don't know what I'm writing about. No, it's actually like that. Yeah. I don't. Sometimes when I have like a project, they say, write something about love. Yeah, okay, love. But love is a big topic. Yeah, a big topic, a quite wide variety I can write about.
There's also love, hate, so.
Exactly. Yeah. So the music is dictating me how the stories are becoming. Like,
you're like a rapper though.
Oh, am I? I attended 2 rap workshops. Actually, that's pretty hard. Yeah. I learned a lot, but it's
you kind of approach it like a or like a musician, because they have the beat in the background.
Yes, yeah.
And they get inspired by it, or they have a topic that they write to. So you kind of like that.
Yeah, then it's like that. Yeah,
because before I started making music, I was just writing poetry. Mm-hmm. And at some point I was like, that's why it was intriguing to me and interesting, because when I was 12, 13, when I was writing poetry, and I was like, it would be nice to have some music in the background. Mm-hmm. And I never did it like openly. I was just like, while I was writing, I was listening to some music. I was like, this gives the perfect vibe to it.
Yeah.
So that's why it was more interesting for me that you do it. And then from there, I switched to the rap thing. That was like
wait 1 year, then I'm becoming a rapper. I mean, I already attended 2 workshops.
You're already.
I rapped about chocolate. So
maybe we can just do some sketches, like YouTube sketches. Yeah. It would be nice though.
Yeah.
So your inspiration, what you say, is coming from the music that you in that moment listen to. Do you?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Is it something that you like? I imagine it like this. You sit there and you have a creative moment, and you just like, okay, let me go through the music.
Yeah.
And then you click through them until you find something that is appealing, or you gravitate towards, or how does it work then for you?
Okay. I have 2 ways. One way is like that, like I'm just roaming through my music. And the other way is, okay, I need a text who has like this feeling, and I know how to create this feeling for me.
Okay.
Then I know, okay, maybe this song would fit. This one song of my 5,000 Spotify list.
This will inspire me. Finally, one of the songs.
Yeah, like this. And then I'm creating the mood for me. And then I start, okay, this song could also fit, or I need a mood shift actually in my story. It's depending how long the story is, right? A short story is also, a short story can be 1 page or 50 pages. Like, then it's still a short story.
But you don't like decide immediately if it's short or long. You just go with it.
Sometimes I have restrictions. For example, when I'm doing a text for a performance and I know, I just have 50 minutes, then I know how many pages it is for me in reading. And then I try to finish, like, to have a start point and an ending.
Okay. The middle, just leave.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm doing multiple parts for outliners. I had a series I wrote about an experience with a fake policeman, and this was divided in more than just one part.
Wow. Okay. So every time you came back, you
went
then to the next page.
Today is part 2, nice. Part 3.
That's yes, nice though. Like a movie.
Yes, exactly.
That's really nice. And how is it going with your writing process right now? Is it stagnating because of your job and?
It's changing right now. Because right now I'm more writing for myself again.
Okay.
I have this feeling I have to rest.
Rest in the sense of writing, or
no, not in the sense of writing. Rest of. I changed my job recently, so now I have to adapt. As I said, I'm traveling a lot and I really love it, but not in this part. But then I have a already packed schedule, and now I have to find out how I fit everything in it again. So the writing process right now is just for me,
okay,
my own thoughts.
Like a
and then I have
thing.
my bigger project, I would say. So I'm working on this, but I'm not publishing it right now. It's not the right time for it. Because sometimes, as a musician as well, sometimes you want to share something, but you're not allowed to it yet. And yeah, but for example, the last time I performed was for the Generation Germany. And that was pretty lovely because it was a younger age group. And although I worked with children and teenagers, and I'm doing telephone counseling with them, so I'm in touch with this age group, but it was quite interesting to perform for them and just being in the crowd. Yeah, it was nice.
You were not consulting through the phone, you were just like on the microphone, everyone had to.
Yes, nice. Yeah.
Okay, so what I get from that is the first thing that you just said is more like a diary for yourself.
Yeah, could I, like, or more right now I just want to have fun.
Okay.
So I'm just writing
fun with your thoughts and your
yes,
pen.
Fun with my thoughts. People who attended to a few performances of mine, they know my variety is quite wide. Depending on the theme, sometimes I'm more serious, like deep themes and topics, and then I try to have a disclaimer before that. And others are just, I'm calling them, is it U3 age 18 plus, or I mean, I'm calling them the motherfucking texts. You can just say what I say.
Yeah, this is like, you can just say whatever you want.
These are the motherfucking texts, and then I'm writing
therapy
about
session. You can say whatever you want.
Oh, that's nice.
You call it the motherfucking what?
Text. So okay, then I'm just so creative and
just express yourself then.
Express myself. I'm writing about fantasy or science fiction mixtures, and one story was about a flying mushroom, and yeah, so there are different hearts in mine.
Being on drugs without being on drugs.
Yes, being on music, I would say.
Yeah. So. Okay, you gave me right now an inspiration for yourself.
Oh.
So you have these things with the music in the background.
Yeah.
But you travel around a lot now.
Yes.
What if you write to the music of life? The music of life is, I don't know, you fly a lot, or is it just with the train, or what is it? Or is it a mix of?
Mix of both.
Okay. So, and you also are sometimes in a crowded area with a lot of people around you, right? So this is the music of life, because all these sounds around you. What if you would perform with a louder voice? Because if you're in a crowd, you would have to shout a bit. So the background noise would be like the airplane, the train, the cars, the people.
Yeah.
And as if you would stand in the middle of it and just try to express something in that.
That's cool.
Right?
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
It's yours.
Now I have to take it and think about it.
And sometimes, like I had this conversation with Sophie. I don't know if you know her. She was an intern
Yeah.
And she's also like having these projects, and she was like, I would like to have a book, like get people together and make a book. And I was like, what if you would make it in the shape of a CD box, like the old ones?
Yeah.
When you open it, you know, they have all these inlays in it. You could just flip through it, like, and that would be like the flip.
I'm a 90s child. Yeah, I know.
So what if you make a book like that? That's what I told. So every time when I sit with someone and they tell me something, it inspires me to tell them, maybe you should do that.
Yeah.
So maybe not now, but maybe in the future we'll.
Yeah. And creating something different.
Yeah. You can call that the motherfucking working time.
You will remember, yeah.
You're not gonna forget that.
And you shouldn't.
No, and you shouldn't. And you can like create the whole sounds by yourself, just recording every time when you're traveling. Just record with your phone.
Yeah.
And sometimes some things get bigger, and then you would, while you perform, just go a bit bigger, louder with your voice.
Yeah. But do you know also the phenomenon that you're creating your own sound of life? I mean, you're going through streets or
of course,
you're in crowded areas and whatever, but you have your music on, and then you have the sound fitting. Yeah, it's the sound of life, but it's actually fitting into the scenery. And
definitely.
Then, yeah.
I have this especially when I drive around with the car. I still listen to music like when I got my driver's license the first time. So like it's bumping through the car. Yeah. And I feel like it's the right movie that I'm in right now. So I don't know if you watched my stories the last couple of times where I had the bandana on and I was rapping to Tupac songs. So the funny thing was I was in the car and the light was red, and my wife was holding the cam. I forced her. I was like, no, I'm feeling the mood. You have to record it right now. And every time at the red light, there was a car just looking at me. That's so funny.
They have been very impressed. So
yeah, I think there was a funny moment during that day, because some of them were cab drivers or the Uber drivers. So maybe it was a refreshing moment.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Look at this crazy guy in the car. So,
but always smiling. So
definitely.
Maybe they had a very sunny moment.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I hope. So, what happened to your studies that I attended to?
The master study. So, I'm almost finishing it. That's good.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. And you're still not allowed to say anything about it?
Oh, I'm allowed. Okay. I mean, I'm writing about VR therapy.
VR therapy.
Yes, yeah.
Nice. So like virtual reality therapy? Yes. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
How does that work? Well, what is it exactly? I imagine.
Okay. But you know the VR devices?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I imagine, before you tell me, like, depending on what the therapy is for, that they would wear these glasses to help them with their life situations, depending on the area that they are at. It's just like, I kind of imagine like when the Xbox had the Xbox Connect. I don't know if you know that. No?
No.
So the Xbox Connect was a device, not a device though. It was like in the Xbox, and it was interactive. So it was, Wii?
Like Wii, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but the one that Xbox did was a bit more advanced, because it was without any controllers, without any camera.
Oh, wow.
It was just like through the motion.
Yeah.
And it helped a lot of disabled people to do things, or also people to go back into movement.
Yes, yeah.
So is there something like that?
I mean, my focus is on a different side, but you can use VR therapy like that.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Because I had the VR glasses on and I was able to create my own environment, which looked huge.
Yeah. Ooh, what have you created?
A lot of nature. And the place that I was living in was like a carved stone.
Yeah, nice.
And it was huge also. Like, it was a huge room, like I think I would say 1,000 square meters with a lot of natural things in it, because I love being in nature and having all these trees around and
yeah. Are you a lot in the nature?
Unfortunately not, though.
Because I think it's pretty interesting that in a virtual reality world you created nature, but it's like it's common that we are craving something and we maybe don't have simple access to it, and then we try to adapt.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you try to adapt in a virtual reality to go into the nature.
Exactly.
That's cool.
So this was amazing, and I created, I think, 3 different other places. Mm-hmm. One of them was completely like modern with the highest tax, and I don't know. So it was like a mix of everything. I thought, what if you would have a house? Yeah. Which is like huge. Yeah. A few thousand square meters, and in each room is like a different thing. Like every time when you feel like this, you go into this room. When you feel like that, you go into this room. So it would be also nice, though.
How many bathrooms?
I don't know. In each is a different bathroom. Like the nature one.
I come and visit your house.
Like the nature one wouldn't be like a really bathroom. It would be just like a dump hole.
Okay. 2 extreme sides.
Come on, So, what I wanted to ask you, you're German, right?
Yes.
You know, when I first met
you asked me to talk in English for this podcast.
Because this is how we do it here.
Yeah, and then I don't have a problem.
Because I wanted to express or tell you something about my perception of you. Mm-hmm. The first time that I met you, I thought you're American.
Oh, okay, because of my name?
No.
No?
The looks.
Oh, how do I look?
Like an American.
How does an American look like?
After you told me that you're German, I was like, okay, I can see the German in you, but
okay. No. Oh my gosh. Jear. So many questions in my head right now.
What?
Like, okay, how does a German look alike? How does an American look alike? Is it an expression, mimics, or what is it?
First of all, let me start like this. In today's world, there's absolutely nothing negative to it that I'm saying.
No. I'm just saying not thinking there is something negative. I'm just curious.
Hard to say, though.
You started this?
Yeah.
Try hard, Jear.
I'm gonna try it. I don't know. It's like maybe the cliche things like the blonde and blue eyes.
And it's not typical German.
It is, but your vibe is more American to me.
Okay.
Maybe this is the right word for the vibe.
The vibe, okay.
Because my uncle is married to an American. Mm-hmm. And every time I meet her, it's kind of like you. So that's maybe comes from that.
Maybe, yes.
Yeah, so I thought, okay, she reminds me of hers.
Okay, yeah, then I think that's something good.
Definitely.
If you like her.
Yeah, I like her. She's pretty cool. She's always open, talking, and giving advice. And
that's quite interesting to me, because I think I have both sides in me. The open person, like
you're
almost
very approachable.
Yeah, but not always. It's like I'm a vibrational person. So if I get good vibes, then, for example, with you, then
thank you.
Yes, then
it happens.
Then it happens, but otherwise, sometimes you're entering a room and you get this tension. Yeah, then
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I can if I'm forced to it. Like sometimes you have to be more extroverted, but it's not natural in this case. Yeah,
definitely. So then at that moment, you should tell the people, look for the key, find it yourself if you want to unlock this door.
Yeah, it's your problem, not mine.
I had the key when I came in, but the vibe wasn't right, so it's somewhere here. Start searching for it. Okay. So, how was it for you at home? How many siblings do you have?
So I grew up with my younger brother, but I have other siblings. But my younger brother and I, we have a pretty good bond. Yeah. So actually, I'm not the oldest child, but to him, I was like the
oldest.
Nice. The oldest sister. So yeah, I grew up like the older sister. I have it in me.
Okay.
So like, no.
This was German, though.
Yes, that was very German. I have the side in me too. So,
but you know, this is what I love about it. When we grew up here, when we came to Germany, and it was very interesting to see how the German parents interact with their children and how the foreigners do it.
Ah, okay. But my mom was not the
typical
German mom. No.
How was it? Or how was she?
Okay, without offending anyone and any family in total, but as a child, I didn't recognize. But when I grew up and got older, I was pretty happy about my childhood. Of course, she tried to create an environment of love, and not saying that other families not doing it, but her way was very unique. She played with us. She listened to our dreams, always encouraging our dreams, and doing picnics for us.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so after school, she made us Eierkuchen. I mean, the German way of pancakes. And just went with us to a lake or something. It was very spontaneous. And
nice.
She tried to.
So she was interacting a lot with you.
Yes, yeah. The reason why I love books was because of her. Because she was reading every evening to me and creating worlds with me. Lovely. Together, not just giving her own interpretations and put it on me. Like, she encouraged my creativity. I think that was pretty nice and unique.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
So she sat down with you and made you fall into the story with her and create your own space in it.
Yes. And then I started to create my own stories, for example, with my toys and everything. And then she encouraged it too.
Beautiful.
So I wasn't forced to stop playing, or I wasn't forced to put it away. Sometimes my worlds have been in my room for months. I'm not lying,
nice.
Months.
Well, okay. So that's where your story part 1, 2, 3 comes from.
Yeah. It took me days to create like an environment, the stages.
This is amazing, though.
And I used the whole room, sometimes the whole flat. And then the play started.
Wow.
So at first creating, fitting everything, planning.
No, it's perfect. And then let's go to the story.
Sometimes I also had a time schedule. And then the play started.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I think that was unique that I was allowed to have
be like this.
Yeah, to have the space. Yeah.
It's completely different than mine.
Tell me about yours.
My sister, especially my sister, I love my sister, but she was like a cleaning freak.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter what I let on the ground.
Yeah.
It was immediately gone that day. And I had a lot of paintings that I started like as a child, and they ended up all in the trash can.
Oh.
So she was like, "It's your fault. You leave it here." I was like, "But it was still wet." She was like, "When I grabbed it was dry." I was like, I was out of the house. What am I supposed to know? So it was like that with her. So until I got my room.
Yeah.
Before that, I didn't have my room. So we was sharing a room with like 4 siblings. And it was hard then. And after I got my room, first I was with my brother. My brother didn't care about these things. He was much more interested in football, like soccer.
Yeah.
So until he moved out the room and I had then my space. So then I was like, no one is allowed to come to this room. And if you come, don't touch anything.
Yeah, this is mine.
Exactly. So, yeah, but until then I don't know, how old was I? 18, 19, something like that.
Yeah, and then you had to fight for your own space.
No, also like
before that.
This childish creativity was gone.
Okay.
You know, then it was a different approach of creativity and creating things in the room and doing it. So the room was small. Actually, my parents gave me the biggest room. They were like, you have so many things, just take that room. So that was nice. And yeah, from that on, like, the room was just always like full of things. There was just a path to walk through.
Yeah, and then other things have been your art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was all full of these things, but it's amazing to grow up like that.
Yeah, I was lucky, yeah, in this case.
Was your mom creative?
In another way, yes. Yeah, I'm thinking about how I can say it because it's her story. But I would say my mom grew up differently. And she never had the chance to be creative like me. But I can recognize it in the way she thinks to find unique ways, especially in finding solutions. And I think you see a lot of a personality when it comes to a hard situation, how the person is approaching it. And for that, how I grew up and have her and the total picture in my mind, I would say she is a creative person.
Nice.
But in a different way.
Yeah. So you always had a good connection at home then?
I had a good connection to her, yes.
Okay.
And I mean, you grow a strong bond when you have to go through difficulties. And I went to difficulties also with her, but I mean, I would say I was a terrible teenager.
I cannot imagine that though.
I was fighting with her a lot, especially with her. But it's pretty common that you're fighting with the same sex, like the same gender, and then you try to find your own way. And that was me. Yeah, but I think we have a strong bond because we went to a lot of things.
You grew together.
Yeah. I mean, we had it in the start.
Yeah.
But it even grew stronger.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So your mom left or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay. Thought maybe left-handed. I always connect with left-handed because I'm one.
Okay. No, I'm right-handed. She's right-handed.
Okay. And do they also live in Berlin?
Yes.
Oh, nice. So you're like a proper Berliner.
Yes.
Yeah. Where did you came to Earth?
So my first years, I grew up in Kreuzberg.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe something unique as well because my mom worked. She had her own place at the market. Yeah, she was selling clothes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
And I grew up on the market. So for me, it was it wasn't a society in itself. Like, you have your places running around, all the children are together because every person has their own stand in the marketplace. And then I knew, I can go there and grab some grapes. And it was normal that every child was
running around,
grabbing whatever they wanted. And I grew up with a lot of applesauce, bakeries.
Nice, okay.
So, yeah, that was pretty unique. I actually have a photo with me sitting in the stand of my mom's place, surrounded by clothes and with an ice cream cone.
That's cute though.
Yeah. And then when my school started, we went to another district. And then I grew up in a very green area with a lot of parks, which was lovely because we had a lot of animals. That was nice.
Lovely. And I forgot the question though.
Oh, remember.
Because I was imagining you on the farm.
Oh, yeah, almost. I mean, I had chinchillas.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, we had dogs, cats, rabbits. Yeah, what else? My mom was thinking about ponies, but I said, no, no ponies. I was always the responsible person. I didn't want
too many animals. I don't want that anymore.
No, yeah.
But I now remember again. So you're good on the business side.
Let's see, right?
You don't know? Like grown up with what I get from that is your mom was a business woman.
Yes. Pretty good in it.
Okay.
Is still pretty good in it.
Okay. She still is selling clothing or what is she doing?
No. Right now she is retired.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, retired.
Okay.
So not thinking about this, but I learned a lot of her business thinking, I would say.
Nice. Okay. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So she gave you the creative...
But you remember how she went on the performance day with my cards, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
That's the businesswoman. She's
wow.
pretty good.
She's amazing though. You should be more like her though.
Yeah, maybe.
Sometimes it's easier for mom to do the things that the children don't.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, I have my business cards. Give it to me, Genie. Everyone should know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do a QR code.
Yeah, I mean, you should come in contact with my mom.
Yeah, I should. We should hang around. She could do my business.
You know, every person has like the pros and cons. I'm pretty good in creating my text.
Okay.
I would love to have people
doing the other things.
Other things for me. Yeah.
We had the same conversation now with Emmanuel, the Vibe King.
Yeah. Is he good in marketing?
He is.
Yeah.
But I was like, it wasn't less about marketing. It was more about like handing things out to other people to do it for him. And I was like, I always say people will come into our life once we're ready for it.
Yeah.
And I believe that we're going to be ready for it once we have knowledge on how the thing works.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a certain knowledge on the business side or all the marketing, you would have an understanding for it.
Yeah.
And maybe in that moment, someone will approach you and do that for you. And you will be in possession of the knowledge. If they do say, this doesn't work, you'll be like, no, I know it works.
Yeah.
If you do it like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe you would have to go through that first then.
Yeah, I mean, I also have other parts of my life. I already have to do it in this
they don't marry
cases. I'm shocked. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Just your writing. No, I'm just joking.
It's about writing. Okay.
So, what I ask now is, what is your sign?
My sign?
Yeah.
My zodiac sign?
Yeah.
Okay. At first you have to guess.
I have to guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lovely question. I really love it.
That would be hard for me. Like, I mean, the way you interact, for me, it's kind of like an Aries.
Yeah. But no. I see the why, yeah, but okay. Do you know a little bit about the zodiac signs?
Yeah, my mom is into it, so she told me a lot of things since I grow up every time. And sometimes she calls me out of nowhere. She's like, do this and that in this month because your zodiac says this and that.
I have to meet your mom.
Yeah, definitely. So we have to meet each other's mom. So
yeah. Exactly. I mean, it would be lovely. No, my ascendant is Gemini, but it's not my sun.
Okay.
So now you have to guess.
Wow,
but I give you a hint. I'm an air sign.
Air sign.
Yeah, so now you have 3 to choose from.
Your birthday's in February?
Yes.
So you're, what is it called again?
Aquarius.
Yeah?
I'm Aquarius, yes.
Wow, okay. Yeah. Nice.
So almost Aries.
Almost. Almost. Okay, nice. So...
What is your zodiac?
Now you have to guess.
Oh, yeah. But you have to give me a hint as well.
My element is fire.
Oh, okay. I would say you're Leo.
No.
No?
No.
No.
I can see that.
Okay. Okay, now I just have 2 left, but
just go ahead.
I would go for the Sagittarius.
No.
No, you're Aries?
Yeah,
or maybe that was your wish that I'm Aries as well.
No, I just, the way I am, you kind of like this, so that's what I assumed.
Okay. No, but I have a lot of Aries friends. Yeah. I mean, a lot. And
because our signs go good together, that's the thing. Yeah. But I always say, because your wind and my fire, you'll just like, instead of cooling it down, you just make it go up more.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. I mean, okay, I don't know if I can say it because some of my friends are listening to it.
Yeah,
and these
that's a
are
good
Aries.
thing. Just be honest, straight into their face. That's what they like, Aries.
But but sometimes it's necessary that the air is blowing your fire out. Pew.
Yeah. But I feel like this never happens. It's just,
I mean,
the fire grows bigger now.
Yeah, we Aquariuses, we love the drama.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Spitting oil.
Yeah, just like no more. Okay, so you're into like reading your zodiacs and signs and stuff like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I also like free will, so I'm not. I have fun with it a lot, but I wouldn't encourage myself or another person to say
live by it.
Yeah, I mean in a very destructive way.
I know what you mean,
yeah, you're human. You can choose what you want. Just because of an eclipse or whatever, it's not
necessarily true.
Yes, So I have fun with it. I like it, and sometimes I see the truth in it. But I'm taking whatever is fitting me, and the other things I left behind.
Just leave it.
Yes,
What is your Chinese sign?
Do you want to guess? No, it's monkey.
Monkey? Cute. I can see the resemblance.
I mean, me too. Especially when I'm going wild. What's yours, Zodiac?
Especially if I'm not taking a shower in 2 weeks, then I'm just like,
oh no. No, I'm more the funky monkey. Okay.
It's funny. Yeah, I'm a rabbit.
A rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But are you family oriented?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, then. Yeah. Quite fitting, right?
I love family. Sometimes I'm telling them to please stay far away, but
but I also thought that you're family oriented. Not just because of your wife and your child.
No, I don't have a child though.
Huh?
No.
I thought you have a child.
No. I look like a father though.
And I behave like one. I was thinking you have a child.
No. Because of pictures that I posted, maybe?
Yes.
This is with my niece and nephew.
Oh, okay. Then it was just my
yeah.
my own
but a lot
thinking.
of people think that. Also, I work part-time in a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And when people come in with their babies, I just play with them. And sometimes I just do this and they come.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this never happened. And then I just take them and like go around the restaurant.
Yeah.
And they come back and they're happy and they're like, oh, we can see that you're a good father. I'm like, I'm not yet.
But you have it in you.
Yeah, I grew up on being a not necessarily like in the sense of how babysitters are here, like but like taking care of babies, and I always loved it.
Yeah.
And also my nephew, my niece less, but my nephew, I used to like take care of him so much, and I always loved it. So when he was a baby, especially, and then he grew a bit older, I have so many good memories with him. It was so lovely, and I tattooed his name on my like clavicle here. So Jear.
Jeet, I just
Jeet.
see the
Yeah.
and H, but Jeet, that's a
Jeet.
beautiful name.
Yeah, it's not easy to pronounce, but for Europeans necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, I can try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeer, and my niece is called Jelia.
Say it again, please.
Jelia.
Jenya.
Na je.
Ne.
Je.
Je. Jenya.
Jelia.
Jelia. Jelia.
Exactly. The last one was right.
Jelia. Okay, yeah.
Je is not easy. If you're French, then it's easy though. Je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle.
Because my actual name is Jear. But it's not.
Why are you not saying this?
Because no one can pronounce it. So in Germany, there's no je. So
no, we have to learn it.
Yeah, but it's so good.
Nah.
Sometimes I'm just repeating it. At some point, I'm like, just a J.
But I like to learn other languages and also names. I mean, when this is the actual pronunciation,
Yeah, I've been like the most horrible thing is the way it's written in Germany. So when we came to Germany, there was. My father came first, and then he was like, these are the names of my children.
Yeah.
And my name starts with a je, and my sister's starts also. And the guy just like ice cold wrote it with a Z.
Oh no.
So when I went to school, everyone was calling me Thea. I was like, no, it's not that. And then I tried to explain, and they were not able to do it. And then I changed Z to J because it was much easier, and it was much more like harmonic instead of whatever they were trying to call me. So and then this got started much easier then.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, but it remembered me as because of my names.
Yeah.
Both are English.
And see, that's why I get the American vibe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for my younger brother, it was even harder because he has an Irish English name.
Wow. Okay.
And his pronunciation is completely different.
What is his name?
Sean.
Sean.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I mean, for some people, it's not easy.
Especially with when you just see his name written.
Okay.
Because it's Sean. And
like Sean Paul.
Exactly.
Okay.
But back then
I know.
it wasn't a common name. Also, Virginia wasn't a common name, so that was sometimes hard for the teachers, but not our problem.
Exactly. How did you come up with the name Ginibini?
Because of my nickname, Genie.
Where's the beanie coming from?
Two friends of mine, they said, you need Instagram. And I didn't wrote anything about, back then it was just Instagram is a thing. You have to have Instagram.
It doesn't matter if you use it.
Yes, yeah. It was like that. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't want it. You have to have it. And then we created Ginibini.
Okay. Just like randomly.
Yes, it was so random.
And then it got stuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I tried to create a second account for my writing. I have it. But I'm not using it. I'm too lazy. I'm sorry, I'm too lazy. It's hard for me to... I didn't publish anything of the last weeks because so many things have been going on and I was just exhausted by posting something. But I experienced a lot. And then I'm just saying, no,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's not worth it when it's stressing me out.
Kind of reminds me of my aunt.
Yeah?
Yeah. The same sign. And she's a writer. She's like, yeah, these postings. She has an Instagram account. She doesn't use it though, but she uses Facebook because
At least she's using something.
Yeah, because I think I talked about her also. Her name is Choman, and she's worldwide known for her writings.
Cool.
Also because she's doing a lot of things for humanitarian rights and the woman rights. And I was like, Aunt, you can, first of all, you can get the blue badge. She was like, what's the blue badge? It's like, you're worldwide known.
Yeah.
So Instagram and Facebook would just give it to you because there are so many articles about you. Some people now have to pay for that. You know, the blue tick?
No.
That's how she reacted. She was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I was like, the blue badge. I thought about like a cross or something.
No.
Okay, but there's a blue badge at Instagram and it's good.
You have never paid attention to it? Some stars have it, like there's a blue tick. So this is if
I have Instagram. Isn't that enough?
Okay. So if this blue tick shows that you're like the real person.
Okay.
Not a made up account.
Okay.
You know?
Not a fan page or something
Exactly.
like that.
But this, to get this badge, there must be articles about you around the world and known in the public.
Yeah.
You can also fake it. It's what many people do.
Oh, okay.
And nowadays you can just pay for it monthly.
Oh.
Yeah.
So another person can pay for it and then they say, I'm
Yeah,
this
but you have
other
to send in your ID.
Okay.
And on your account has to
No
be like
tricking.
your government ID name. And
Okay.
so that's why you can buy the blue badge nowadays.
Yeah.
But if you're already like established, you can just get it for free.
Like your aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But she's
nice.
not doing it. But my uncle did it though.
You see, there's always like a balance.
Exactly.
One person is giving a shit and another person.
Because my uncle is also known for the things that he does. And yeah, then he got the blue badge then.
At least one.
At least one of them, yeah. So it was interesting to see. Maybe it's the sign thing. You don't pay attention to. It's like, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
I'm just creating.
Lovely. What did I want to ask? I lost the track of it.
Because of the blue badge.
Yeah.
I saw it in your eyes. Is she knowing about it?
Yeah.
No.
No, she doesn't. I have too many things in my head sometimes, so then I lose the track of it.
That doesn't matter. It's lovely to be here with the Mio Mio.
Yeah. You want a drink?
Actually, I would love to drink
Yeah, why don't you say something? Which one would you
because of
prefer?
our conversation, the lemon, please.
The lemon, okay. Isn't that the coolest? It's like I'm making like right now commercial for them.
Yes, it is cool.
The coolest wallet ever, right?
Pretty impressive.
I didn't like the typical wallets that are out there. They get so thick.
Yeah.
And at some point I like, you know?
Okay.
And when you
but
sit,
what are you
it's
doing with the earrings when you don't want to wear it right now and then you can't put it into the wallet?
I will never put my earrings into a wallet.
Okay, I'm the only person who is doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Not the only, probably all of the people with your sign. No, the moment I wake up, I put my earrings on.
Okay.
Until I go to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And
but when they're too heavy?
They're never too heavy.
Mm-hmm,
I've been asked a lot of times,
yeah.
Why do you wear it the whole day? I was like, because this is where I got the, like, what's the purpose on that? Yeah, but you can just sometimes go without. I'm like, no, I feel naked. You know?
No, you don't have to go without when you're feeling naked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I went to work once and I was halfway and I grabbed my ear, I was like, I forgot my earrings. I went home and I wrote in the group, I will be 10 minutes late.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't care about
Yeah, but sometimes you have something which is very special to feel like yourself.
Yeah, so I went to work and then I just told my boss, yeah, I forgot my earrings. She was like...
These artists with the blue badges.
Exactly. Is there anything that you work on currently?
Yes.
Besides your job?
Yes, yeah, like my creative ways. That's quite my big project, I would say. I wrote a story, a children's story, and it's finished. It was a present for a specific child. Right now, I want to publish the story, but as it was very specific to this child, I'm right now in the process of of generalizing the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So making the finishing touches.
Yes, yeah. Okay. And finding a good company who could publish it. I don't know about your process when you want to publish something, but for me, it's very important that I like the vibe.
Definitely, yeah.
So I got in touch with a few of them, and I went to the Leipziger Buchmesse, if you know it. Yeah, and just explored everything to get the vibes. So right now I'm in the process of which one do I like?
Okay. So you working on the finishing touches and then going to the publishing then after that.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's a simultaneously process, and you have. Sometimes people assume I'm naive, but I'm not.
Just easygoing.
Mostly,
okay.
Yeah, but I think it could be hard. I mean, there are a lot of people who want to publish something, especially when you want to publish it in a big way. But I'm also, I mean, I have Capricorn in me, so I can be very hardworking.
Okay.
And I have a long breath, I would say.
Nice. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. I think I talked to this idea of a book with also Sophia, I think, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I always imagined to publish a book also for children, but I never too much all over the place it would be, so I focused mostly then on my music. I said maybe one day. I made a prototype of a book. It's a bit thicker.
Yeah.
I thought this idea came to me, I've mentioned it before now, because of children who grow up in foster homes. So I thought they grow up mostly without parents.
Yeah.
And they don't get the time and the dedication maybe from the grown-ups to sit down with them to read them a story and be there with them. So I thought, what if there would be a book that when you open up the page, it will read it to you.
Okay.
With sound effects.
Yes.
And background noises.
Oh, that's lovely.
Right?
Yeah.
And just going into the emotion, not like just reading like in a monotone, like how a parent would do it.
Yeah.
You know, to get into the imagination of the child.
That would be lovely.
So I thought there could be a mix of like the story with the book, and put it together, and then publish that.
Okay. So then
you would have these books
that
you would sell like to any type of child, not just foster homes, like just for any type of child, for parents who are just busy the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, there are already concepts, you know, this, you put a figure on it looking like a cube.
Okay.
And then it's reading.
Really? No, I have not seen that. That's nice though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in contact with a lot of children, then they show me, Gini,
look at it.
I have a new
toy.
And then it's reading. It's like, oh, wow.
Nice. So, yeah, maybe this project could come along at some point in your life.
Yes.
You can
I mean, that would be lovely.
There's
the business guy in you.
Yeah. Also because
I'm seeing rubbing.
It was perfect timing. No, because like this idea just sits on my shelf for so many years.
Yeah.
I think now it's 10 years or 12 years. And I'm always like, maybe there's the right contact at some moment. I don't even have to write the story then.
Yeah.
It's just like mixing the things together and then it would work.
Creating something. Yeah, that's always amazing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we keep that in
mind. You let me know. Maybe I don't have time for you anymore then, but okay.
Because I don't have a blue badge.
I'm like checking your Instagram. This is what I hate when people do that. Like they assume like that now your talent, they base your talent of your follows. Like they check your Instagram. That's what I don't like.
Do people do that? I'm not sure. I don't know.
A lot of people do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so but they know that Instagram is just a part of your life? They know that, right?
They don't care.
Oh, okay.
And even though I tell them, you know, there's so many people, they have, for example, 12K followers. Like, just go on their, like, postings.
Yeah.
And check the views and the likes. Some of them have 10 likes while they have 12,000 followers. It makes no sense. There's...
are they cheating?
Of course, they're buying the followers.
Oh, I learned so much.
You can also buy an account that already has 1 million followers, but is mostly bots or...
And spending money for this?
Yes,
no,
this is what many people do, though.
Okay, yeah. I mean, good for them, I guess.
Yeah, but this, what I wanted to express is like that there are people out there, they think you're not talented because you don't have the following. That's, you know? Which I think is like...
Yeah, but there are also other people
who don't pay attention to that.
Especially I would say in creative departments who know that you, as an artist, you have to have the capability to have a business heart. You have to learn it, but that's not about creativity. When I'm talking to different and also very famous people in creative business, they know that's not about the followers. It's a different
that's a good
area.
Thing.
Yeah, that's actually really good. So
because I have met a few people in the music industry, and then they were like, "Okay, how big is your fan base?" It's like, well, I cannot tell you the numbers. Yeah, but just show me your social media. Like I was like, okay. And if you just make it based off that, I'm not talented then.
Oh, okay.
This is how a few people, but
yeah,
I assume that in the writing world, is it a bit different?
No, I was not just thinking about the writing world. Also, I mean, I have some friends in theater and film, especially in film, and I'm not the naive person. Please believe me. But yeah, it's also important to have a follower base, especially with social media. But mostly they're artists and they want to create something, and you can divide groups who are just good in business but not creative at all, and the really good artists. When you're a great artist, and no, I don't want to say it like that, because a lot of great artists, they don't have they're not acknowledged like they should be. But when I'm thinking about great people, they never just business.
Yeah,
they're both.
They're both, exactly.
Yeah,
but it was social media's fault that I wrote the song Like.
Ah, okay.
Because it was like getting to know people.
Yeah.
And then saying, "Hey, do you have Instagram?" I was like, "Yeah." And then, you know, you have ever experienced it, like they follow and then unfollow. So their following grows.
Oh, okay.
And they're not because they're famous, and then but the people they follow is less. It's what so many people pay attention to in this social media world, which is sick.
But why should I do that? I mean, that's not
what I love about your about the way you just like, it makes no sense. I know exactly, it makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense because okay, very rational thinking.
Yeah.
You know me, I know you.
Yeah.
You following me, I'm following you in the first place, then I'm saying ha ha ha. I'm canceling my followership.
Yeah.
But we still know each other.
Yeah.
And you will remember.
Of course.
So maybe I'm getting famous, but you're getting famous as well. Or whatever, you're doing a great project and I'm doing a great project and I want something from you. You will remember.
Of course.
Spread love. People spread love.
Exactly.
I mean, even in a rational way, even when you're just thinking about getting something of a person, always think about the energy you're giving. Is that what you're receiving? Act like a person you want to be acted like. That's simple.
Treat them like you want to be treated.
That was what I wanted to say. Thank you. It's simple as that.
Exactly.
And I mean, not only for
just for your karma, for yourself.
Yeah, for your karma, but also society is getting stupid. It's simple.
It is like that. The simplest way to express it. Yeah.
Please be human.
Yeah. So these were beautiful words. And one last thing, going to your books. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
And I will hopefully see it soon coming to life. And once you're up there, I will get the badge for you.
I'm coming back. How was it with the blue badge? Well, you will remind me, I'm pretty sure.
Definitely. I hope until then you got a big team that is working for you and doing your things. So you don't have to be bothered by that at all.
That would be lovely.
Right?
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, then you can interview me.
I mean, maybe we're just teams then.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Team members.
Yeah. And then we get to the book.
I love it. Spreading love and money.
I'm making fire.
Yeah. And I'm the wind blowing.
Exactly. See? It was lovely to have you.
Lovely to be here. It was a nice conversation.
Definitely.
Thank you so
much. I always say I kind of know the people around me. And when I sit down with them, I get the blue badge of it. I'm saying, yeah, right, I was right. And yeah, I love your energy. It was amazing to have you. And I hope we will be able to do it in the future again.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I mean, part 2.
Yeah, definitely. We will make a round at some point. Yeah. Maybe the next time we will be 3 of us sitting down.
Nice.
Once this evolves a bit more, and then we will do that.
Yeah, great.
Any last words for yourself that you want to tell the people?
I have to look there, right? Spread love.
It was nice. So we'll see you on the next one, and we tag everything down here that she has. And she doesn't even care about it, but we'll still do it.
Thank you. Actually, you're right.
Yeah, I thought so. Tagging things? What?
I have Instagram.
That's what we do. Okay, see you next time. Peace.